I
Yes,
exist?
yeah, you're there according to this thing.
Great.
What the hell? Wait, did we never add the Yeti microphone?
No, because I think the other microphone was in,
Ah, so
or I
then
don't remember.
how are they hearing me?
Because there should be, isn't there two things?
There
Or
are
two
two
mics?
things. There's the mixer and then there's the Skype.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think the mixer is using something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, did Lucky
Probably.
Bat find us?
Is it up?
It looks like it's up. I think it's up.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Lucky Bat, hey! And then Paint Cat. Sorry, guys.
It looks.
Oh my goodness gracious. Sorry, everyone. My computer was plugged in, but it wasn't getting any power. So I ducked out, unplugged it, plugged it back in, and the little orange light turned on, and the computer died. Sometimes you have to check with a Mac cord. You got to look for the dot.
Mm-hmm.
Professional streamers, guys. We're trying. Technology is hard because everything is user error, but no one is going to be able to match like the perfection of machines.
Mm-hmm.
But everything should be fine now. My computer is getting power. You guys can see stuff. All right. What color is this orc gonna be? I will base coat him with. I have so many greens. Do I go with P13 gnarls, which is pretty? No, I think because I think I used some of these colors for the camo. I think I'm gonna go with sick green. He's gonna be a classic bright orc, like the old art.
Yeah.
Paint Cat, no P3 because I think I used P3 for the other green on him. But is your computer getting unlimited power? Hopefully. All right, let's get a base coat going. Haven't quite found the perfect angle on this new camera. Right now I have it directly above the Mini, and then I'm kind of ducking underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Need to play with it a little. I think if I move it kind of more right above my forehead, the only thing is it has to be close enough to the model to see it. I need to see how good the zoom is.
Craig Turpin likes the angle. The angle of the dangle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this will work for an orc. And then I'll brighten it up a lot with highlighting. I like these Spellcrow orc heads. They're hand sculpted and they really go hard on like really pushing the details in deep, which really helps to take paint really nicely. A lot of the time, especially with digital sculpts, people won't make the details. They'll make the details a size that makes sense, but you have to exaggerate things to help with painting.
Mm-hmm.
Zerg619, I'm glad you found us. We don't make it easy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, today has been a stream heavy day. Good Mythical Morning streamed for 8 hours. Holy moly.
Oh my gosh.
I remember I got really excited a little while ago because Conan was going to do a 12-hour live stream. But it turns out that Conan was not going to be there for the live streaming. It was his team.
Oh.
And then there would be periodic pre-filmed Conan bits that would happen throughout the stream. So I was very excited, but when there was no Conan, because obviously Conan is not going to stream for 24 hours, but it would have been cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like Conan. I think he's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch his show, but sometimes I look him up on YouTube.
I remember watching Good Morning Chia Lincoln.
Yeah. Yeah, Conan was really good on that.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. Conan is quitting his show. He's getting a new one on HBO. That's hard to believe. Hasn't TBS been really good to him?
I bet HBO's better.
I bet, but... boy. I mean, I guess now he can show Dong, because it's HBO.
Yeah. I know that's what he's always wanted to do.
Is B on HBO?
No, show Dong.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Paint cat. Fish are cool, right?
Fish are pretty good. I like a good fish. I really like fishing. I used to do it all the time when I was little. I was never good at it, but I liked it. Now I just paint.
You can paint a fish.
Yeah, all day, every day. Oop.
Dr. Drokel, do you think the Dong Bush has the same hairstyle?
The Dong Bush?
Yeah, of Conan.
Oh. The same hairstyle, so they got the same coif? Probably. I think he probably has it styled.
It's HBO, you might as well.
Yeah. Ooh, wasn't there something on HBO? Oh, you know, is Barry on HBO?
Yes.
That's why I
very
want.
Good.
That's why I want HBO. That show looks great.
It is
that-
very good.
Who is that? James Spader? Or
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader? Ah, I was so wrong. I was
Spader.
so wrong and yet so right. Like I was 100% wrong, but I had most of the syllables right.
Mm-hmm. James Spader. Oh my gosh. You know, that's going to be my fake YouTube account when I reply to comments and I'm rude to people. James Spader.
PBS. Is PBS HBO? Or is PBS PBS? I'm so confused. I like Netflix. That's what I like.
Mm. So does it have any shows on it anymore?
No, I think like as of yesterday, it has no shows.
Mm.
Yeah, because everyone took back their toys. But I wonder though if having 2.8 trillion different streaming services is going to lead to piracy, which is one of the reasons Netflix was invented in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these mega corporations are just people.
Mm-hmm.
Except Disney.
Hopefully.
Disney
is a great company that's done no wrong.
No, Disney will control the world through force and violence.
Right, I'm saying such nice things because I don't want to get in trouble. What if I want a Disney show one day?
Hope Zimmerman doesn't like Barry? What? I didn't understand. Oh, PBS? I'm so confused. What is the
period dramas like an old lady?
What's a good period drama? I can just think of like movies. You know, it's a really good period movie. The Witch. Apparently that movie is 100% accurate. I mean, except for the witchcraft. But, like, the costuming is perfect. The landscape is perfect. The dialogue is perfect. Just a real good, perfect movie. Very intense, though. Not for mom. Pixar is better. Isn't Pixar Disney, basically?
Yeah.
The best movie ever is The Happening. Yes! With Mark Wahlberg and Zooey Deschanel. Best movie ever. The villain is the wind and trees. Oh, M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Always be in live chat.
Mm-hmm. Disney owns Pixar because they own everything. Yes, we're still waiting though for our Disney check when they buy us.
Yeah,
hopefully it's coming.
Wait for that.
Yeah. I mean, I already only say nice things about Star Wars, even though I hated the new movies. They were bad for some reason. Rey can't be a Jedi. She's a girl. I thought it was really unrealistic when the spaceships could fly. I like my science fiction a little bit more grounded.
A lot of people didn't like your J.J. Abrams comment in the
Yeah,
last video.
I don't care. If they were actually listening to the words instead of just tuning out after they heard the name J.J. Abrams, they would have gotten my actual stance on things.
I love it.
I love people, though, who are like, Kathleen Kennedy is an idiot, J.J. Abrams is an idiot. Like, we would love to be those people. Mm-hmm. Kathleen Kennedy is a genius who has won, like, the most, like, all of the awards in her field. She's worked on everyone's favorite movies. And yet she's an idiot now because some people didn't like Star Wars. Mm-hmm. And people don't like her so much that people who like The Mandalorian are like, see, they finally took it away from Kathleen Kennedy and now it's good. She works on The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
And then the same thing with JJ. He has his own production company. He's worked on tons of great films. I'm waiting for the day that Disney buys out Disney. Holy cow. Mm-hmm. You ever just rock up to a stream and get a brilliant, out of context M. Night Shyamalan ding dong? That's how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
But the people who got all fussy about J.J. Abrams were also the people I was not going to sway by saying everything's fine, look at how cool it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's toys, guys. We'll get through this. We'll all get through this if we work together.
We'll all get through this. Oh my gosh. People take their toys very seriously.
They do. They really do.
Sean, JJ makes a mean movie, but I wasn't a fan of the Star Trek reboot.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably about as good as any of the Star Trek movies, because they're all pretty bad. But it was, I liked the first and second, like J.J. Abrams Treks enough. The third one was really good, that he didn't direct. J.J. Abrams has done a ton of great mashups of other films, and Kathleen Kennedy straight up lied to George Lucas to his face in an interview when he was leaving Star Wars. Oh, is that when she said, like, we're going to keep him on maybe as a consultant? I mean, George said he was going to sell it. I don't think he was planning on selling it, but I'll still do all of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, George Lucas got bullied out of Star Wars from the fans.
Case done. They are not toys. They are space marines.
Yes! Good old Species Marinus. But I don't know. If they hadn't gotten Star Wars away from George Lucas, we probably wouldn't have gotten new stuff.
Right.
And if you would prefer nothing to new stuff that you might not love, I don't get your logic. Oh, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is legendary. That is a movie. That's a good Halloween movie. Not only that, but they were going to become the stewards of the characters he created and protect them. Instead, they punked them and killed them off. What does that mean? They punked the original Star Wars characters. All the original characters had were done well. I know not everyone loves it because they didn't, but I don't think that means they were punked. Like, punking someone is like putting a whoopee cushion on their chair.
Yeah.
Not paying them millions of dollars. Yeah, an Ashton Kutcher needs to be there. Should probably get the Jackass guys around too. I don't think being paid millions and millions of dollars to be in a new movie. Yeah.
Well, they paid him billions.
Yeah. The fans are never happy. No, Case done. They are not. Ooh, opinion on Event Horizon. Allegedly being humans' first contact with the ruinous powers. Yeah, Event Horizon is epic. That is one heck of a movie. And it's the only movie where Lawrence Fishburne actually looks a little bit young. In every movie, he looks like an old man. Even his earliest movies. But that movie, he looks like he might just be 40. Even though I think he was like 32 or something. Is The Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie? I think it's both. I think you should watch it at both occasions.
Mm-hmm. Twice a year.
Yeah, twice a year. Nothing wrong with that. However, most of his films were great premises, but they fell flat. Looking at Cloverfield and Super 8. I liked Cloverfield and Super 8. I mean, they might have fallen flat in terms of people don't love them, but they're perfectly serviceable movies. I think I probably liked Super 8 better. I'm not talking about the actors, I'm talking about the characters. There is a difference between the two. Sure, I don't remember characters from either of them. Oh no, you know what? You know what character I remember from Cloverfield? Who was the guy from the Yogi Bear live action movie?
TJ Miller?
TJ Miller is in Cloverfield playing TJ Miller, and I love it. Also, I love Clover. I thought it was a very cool monster. So sure, you can say it has bad writing or whatever. I'm okay with that. Like, not every movie is going to be the greatest thing on earth, but I like getting a dose of science fiction every now and again. Even if I might not buy the Blu-ray, I'll still watch it and enjoy it. How do you feel about Deep Blue Sea? Is that the one? No, I'm thinking of The Abyss. Is Deep Blue Sea the one with the sharks? With the super sharks that eat everyone? Case done. Cloverfield needed to be edited down. Was it a long movie? I thought it was like right at the line, like hour and a half. ZNewbieQ! Welcome! True, not every movie can be as good as The Happening. Exactly. I mean, not every movie can have Marky Mark and Zooey Deschanel. Everyone's favorite actors of all time. Sam Jackson's epic speech, and then getting et. Yes. Classic.
Hey, Connor Reed.
The beginning had not much happening, poorly laid out, and still enjoyed it. Yeah, well, it's a classic found footage movie. So the beginning is nothing wrong is happening, and then all of a sudden monsters are attacking. I think Cloverfield is a great movie for like 15-year-olds. It's just it's just scary and crazy and action-packed enough that I think they're really gonna like. I love movies where kids would feel like they're getting away with watching them. There's nothing really objectionable in the movie, but I think kids would be like, "Ooh, this is something that like my mom would say no to." And I love those kinds of movies. And I'm going to try out my Army Painter green tone. Dave Dogue. Hey, has anyone ever tried either a Dremel or Prox-On electric drill tool for boring holes into miniatures for either pinning or making holes for magnetization? Did it work for you? I have a battery-operated Dremel, and I like it. I don't use it all the time for magnetization because you have to be a little bit careful of the super fast RPM heating up the plastic, but it's totally doable. A pin vise, though, just a manual pin vise drill is going to do probably 80% of your work for you, though. Dave Dog, I've tried with 3D printed models. Too aggressive. I reverted to pin vise. Yeah, 3D printed models are very unique. They're
not completely solid.
Yeah, and the resin is rock hard at the surface. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're all still in the learning phases of working with 3D print resin. Because if you're too aggressive, it wants to shatter and snap. But it's really, really, really hard. It's kind of like glass. It's really, really hard, but very brittle. Just like the M. Night Shyamalan movie Glass. is very hard and brittle. You know, Mark Wahlberg's ego is very hard but very brittle. Ever see The Frailty with Matthew McConaughey and Bill Paxton? I have not, but I'm surprised with Matthew McConaughey and Bill Paxton. That sounds awesome. The Frailty. I'll have to add that to the list that's ever growing. Mm-hmm. Joey Flores for Cloverfield. I just was sad after following the alternate reality stuff they had. Really made me excited for all the lore on Slusho digging too deep and waking the horrific monster. But it wasn't brought up in the movie, apparently retconned in the new films of the series. See, I mean, I don't know exactly what's been said on the new movies, but I never got the sense that they were truly connected. There was an interesting thing that happened with the movie Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, where the producers and writers were planning on releasing a new Halloween story under the Halloween name every Halloween, and I think that would have been legendary. But people got really upset that there wasn't Michael Myers, and so for Halloween 4 they brought back Michael Myers, and they haven't tried that since. But that's what I get the sense that they're doing with Cloverfield. Is the Cloverfield movies aren't really related. It's just a cool science fiction film every now and then. So I because they're not. I've seen them, the three Cloverfield movies. They're not related in any way, really. Oh my goodness. There we go. Oh no, I just wasn't caught up in the chat. Oh. Sometimes I scroll and I forget to fix it again. Finally, he is a green boy. Yes, he is. Mm-hmm. The Frailty is on... Green. Yeah, The Frailty is on TubeV or Tubiv if you don't want to buy it /rent. The last Halloween movie was good. Yeah, I heard. I didn't get a chance to see it because I don't watch movies anymore, but Craig Turpin. I watched a couple of YouTube videos on how the three movies were related and they really stretched it. Yeah. It's such a stretch, it's almost as if they're not really related. Yeah, ZenubaQ, we're trying out a whole bunch of new stuff. And the video should look great now. Mm-hmm. You should watch Wayne, one of the best shows I've ever seen. I've never heard of Wayne. Like Wayne Knight, like the actor? Or Wayne like Batman? Brady? Yeah, Wayne Brady. Dave Dog. I rarely watch movies anymore, and in the 2000s I was a fanatic. I went to the movies twice per week. That's pretty impressive. I used to be a movie junkie too. In high school, that's most of what I did. Mm-hmm. All right, well, while that's drying, I'm sure there's areas of the model I could fix. Let me break out the Army Painter Dark Tone. Man, Event Horizon. What a movie. Oops. When Dr. Alan Grant gets basically turned into a hellspawn demon, so great.
We watched that, right? Is that the one that we watched?
I think so, yeah.
Is that the Penial?
No. That was From Beyond.
From Beyond.
Another great movie. But we did watch Event Horizon.
Yeah. I must have been drunk because I don't remember it. I remember the Penial, though. With that other movie, because I just remember Penial.
Yeah. From Beyond is a classic. I think the last movie I enjoyed was Wild Side, an early hip-hop movie in New York. Better than all that Breakdance 2, Electric Boogaloo Hollywood trash. I never saw Breakdance 2, Electric Boogaloo. And I didn't see Wild Side either. Any movie with a creepy, mysterious being investigated by a small crew on their own is gold. Yes, Alien, Event Horizon, others, I'm sure. Primal Fear with Edward Norton. Ooh, I do like Edward Norton. Ooh, Edward Norton is incredible in American History X. Everyone's good in that. It's just a darn good movie. Which brush? I know if I lived in a space world, I would always make sure to put my face as close as I possibly could to unidentified eggs. Edward Norton has an indie movie where he plays twins and one is a weed farmer. Yes, Leaves of Grass, based on a novel. Yeah, that's a really good movie. No, Blades of Grass? I think it might be... It's either Leaves of Grass or Blades of Grass is that movie where it's Edward Norton and Edward Norton. But it's a good movie. It's not like an Eddie Murphy movie.
Why is it there? A hole in my butt says looking good.
Why is there a hole in... Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, no one else has that, just you.
Yep, that's kind of weird.
Dr. Drokel, it's Blades of Glory? I don't think that's true. I think Blades of Glory is something else. Isn't that the hockey movie? Alright, what else? Probably a little bit more green. I agree.
It's the figure skating movie. The Will Ferrell.
Oh, of course. You know what's a Will Ferrell movie I like? Probably a little too much. Is The Other Guys, where Will Ferrell and Marky Mark Wahlberg play cops.
Zerg619, did you do something to your hand camera to make it look better than before? Yep. Different camera, different settings.
Yeah. No, Blades of Glory is the Will Ferrell and Napoleon Dynamite movie. Yeah, basically the same thing though. If you've seen Blades of Glass, you've seen Blades of Glory. That is joke. They are not quite the same. Best intro ever. Yes, I love in The Other Guys, The Rock and who's the other guy? The Rock and oh no.
A little bit of Star Wars is
I
in the
know.
way.
The Rock and Mace Windu are super cops who just like shoot guns and jump from car to car, and they catch criminals in the most over the top and ridiculous way ever. And then they end up dying, and they're replaced by Marky Mark and Will Ferrell. Samuel Jackson, thank you, Control Piffle? Kutcher Piffle? Mace Windu, yes! See, I got the name right. Mace Windu. And they Assassin's Creed right into the pavement. Yes! With the song There Goes My Hero playing over it. It's a very epic and very silly moment. I need a nice brown, but not a brown, more like a brown.
Oh.
Here, I'm gonna display some colors to the camera. Look at these colors.
Is it all the Army Painter ones?
Yep.
Yep.
You guys should see them in about 26 seconds.
Yes. Yeah, they're different.
They're very different. They're very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna go with
Would
this
you
one.
want less browns? Or your choice of brown?
I suppose I like the choice, but maybe just some names to help me out a little bit, because light tone and soft tone don't really describe to me what the paint looks like.
Well, one's soft and the other one's not.
What does that mean, though?
I mean, it's obvious, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Those colors.
Yeah, those colors are known as after Chipotle.
Yeah, I don't like Chipotle. I've had it a couple times. It's whatever. It's a burrito, that's fine. And it comes with this nice side of Ebola.
Yeah.
And you can add guacamole for $8.
Oh my god.
Needs more red in there if it's gonna be after Chipotle.
That's very true.
At least they don't follow the GW naming conventions or nonsense. Yes, GW is just as bad. I guess I wonder, like, are there rules against just calling your paint red? Thomas Brandon. Those army painter washes are awesome. Kind of new to them, but so far I am loving the results you can get with them. Yes, me too. I am loving them.
Look at that green bean.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait to get a little varnish on this guy and then throw on some pigments.
Ooh. That's gonna be naughty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
They can never wrap the burrito right at Chipotle. It's always a burrito ball. Yeah, and they overfill it. Like, I would rather have 2 or 3 kind of smaller burritos where there's a nice ratio than...
Nobody wants a messy burrito.
No one wants a messy burrito. Why is there a hole in my butt? Got a question for you, or actually anyone who knows. I just got into 40k about 2 months ago. Why don't places sell Death Corps? Death Corps are the Forge World specific chapter of the Imperial Guard. There's lore and unique characters and unique units surrounding them, and they're only sold on the Forge World website. So that's the only place you can get them, and they charge a premium. They're very cool, though, and a lot of people do take the plunge just because there's so much lore and they're just so popular. Also, burrito tip: get it double wrapped. Ooh, that sounds like it would help a lot. Why is there a hole in my butt? Have you ever used the color wheel thing they use for films and pictures to get the right color scheme and tones best for the eye? I'm familiar with it. I've looked at it before. I usually just make it up on the spot. I probably should take more stock in it. I've never been great at color selection, but yeah. Often though, I will look at it to think of basing schemes. Red is trademarked by Big Color. You have to pay them royalties in order to use color names, especially if it's purple. That's the most royalties.
I get it. Yeah, my wife gets mad when I dress myself. I need it too.
I picked a weird hand for this kit bash. I think it's actually a Burnaboy hand, and so he's wearing like a half glove. And I painted the half glove tan right now, but I think the tan is too close to his cuff, so I might have to throw another color on there.
Orange.
Yeah, orange makes sense. Ooh, speaking of Burnas, I was looking at the Burna kit the other day. What a lovely looking unit. I have no idea if they're good or not, but they look good. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, that's how people make decisions on what to buy. Mm-hmm. I mean, sometimes it's like, oh, you need this for your army to work, but most of the time it's just based on the cool factor. Mm-hmm. And then you make up excuses later.
Exactly.
Well, I'm just going to get so many bits. I had to buy 3 boxes.
Yeah.
As an orc player, usually that how it be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, technically the orcs have the biggest range in all of 40k, because all things are actually technically orc vehicles. If you if you want to put a little kit bashing into it. Are you going to do to add blood splatter to the chainsaw, or sword, or whatever crap Games Workshop calls it? They call it blood for the blood god, unless you mean this weapon. I believe this would be a choppa, but I might. We'll see. It might not though, because it might make it a little bit too busy. I might. We'll see. We'll see when it's time for putting on the weathering pigments. And speaking of weathering pigments, it's about that time, folks.
Yeah.
Sorry for the bumps at the beginning, but
we're working on it. It does look so much better.
It does. So yeah, really, you're still coming out ahead.
Yeah.
You can actually see the model now, which is nice. It's a nice improvement.
Mm-hmm. Imagine that. We had a video out yesterday. Big one.
Yeah.
Video out tomorrow, and we'll be streaming tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central. And we have our Patreon stream tomorrow as well.
Yeah. If anyone wants to go hard, on a Friday night, every Friday night, $5 on Patreon will get you in.
Yeah.
$5, you get 4 extra streams and other stuff too, and to support us.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. Well, bye.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.